Just leaving Airbnb at Corio. It's 8:40 in the morning, Friday morning. Heading towards...
In 300 meters, turn right.
Stop talking. Heading towards Sue and Andrew Barat's place, somewhere down south. 17 kilometres. And it's an overcast day, not warm. Yeah, coolish to start with. See you later, everyone. See you later. Oh, bye. Leaving Andrew and Sue Sunday morning. Daylight saving changed this morning, and it's probably about 9 o'clock or something. But here we go, heading towards Melbourne, then heading north. Riding past Cardinia Park again. Geelong Cats home ground. Heading towards Melbourne from somewhere past the little river. Just coming over the Werribee River, and there's this park which is fantastic. Check this out. Just leaving our camp spot on a reserve somewhere near south of Tullamarine Airport. Luckily no planes during the night. There must have been curfew. Light rain, but that stopped and our tents dry this morning, and now we head northeast for looking for a breakfast spot. This is our path off the main bicycle trail into this reserve area, and it's all pretty flat, and we only saw one person cycle through it, and I can't imagine many other people would come through at all. Leaving Whittlesea. Oh, it's barely morning, it's about midday almost. After we spent the morning with Katie, who came up at 8 o'clock from Melbourne to spend some time with us. Really lovely morning, so we finally got going, heading towards Yea, which I don't think we'll get tonight because it's 60 kilometres away and over 600 metres elevation to Yea. But heading out of Whittlesea, we've got a bicycle path so far alongside the road, which is fantastic. Not sure how long it'll last, but oh, I think I can see the end right now. This is our lane just here, going up the hill. This is a little campsite near Flowerdale, and this is the first time we've had a chance to have a fire.
A little bit longer.
Darion the firebug.
There we go.
We've camped at Flowerdale on this bicycle path that goes through Hazeldean to Flowerdale, and we've gone along the river, and we came across this campsite last night, which was just superb. This is it here.
Should go and look at the...
That's where we're on the Flowerdale side, but we camped underneath the shelter there. We had power, we had flat concrete area under cover, we had bathroom, and now it's sunny and warm to get going. So this is the reserve we've stopped at, which was just fantastic. And now we're going to head off to Yea first for lunch, and then to Molesworth. There's a recreational ground, not a town, but a ground which we have been to before. I think it's about 50 odd kilometres. What are we, 7.5 kilometres out of Flowerdale, just going uphill. There is a fair climb for a while. Slow and steady. coming through the Cheviot Tunnel, 201 meters long. Doesn't look that long. Whoa. And down the other side of the hill, heading towards Molesworth. Guessing mostly downhill. Thursday morning, 8 o'clock in Molesworth. This was our tent site. Leave no trace, there's nothing left. Just leaving the back of Molesworth Hotel, heading out to get back onto the Great Victorian Rail Trail. We were going to stay here, but we got a better and a cheaper offer. Yeah. Back on the Great Victorian Rail Trail. Thursday morning, I think it's the 10th of April. Beautiful morning. Stunning morning. Breakfast spot at Cathkin, the old rail siding, after riding about 4 kilometres, but we've got a table and chairs in the sun. Another old rail siding, remnants of the past, Yark Station. Not in use anymore. Just reached the high point on the Great Victorian Rail Trail at Merton Gap. I think it was 394 metres above sea level. So we've spent the morning from Molesworth coming up, I mean gradual, gradual climb. Now we start more or less down, eventually to Bonnie Doon, and tonight Mansfield. And the day is sunny, nice and warm, really quite nice. Having lunch in Merton in the park. This is the old Woodfield siding, about 8 kilometres from Bonnie Doon, and they got a toilet, which is fantastic. Coming onto the cycle bridge at Bonnie Doon, and it's so dry. Home. Coming into Mansfield, we've been cycling the last 10 kilometres with Brian, who's 80, his wife Liz, who's 70 something, 84, and a real effort to keep up with them. They're pretty amazing. Just coming into Mansfield after 69.5 kilometres. So I'm guessing a 70 kilometre day. Friday morning, the 11th of April, outside the Delatite Hotel in Mansfield. Just putting our bikes, all the bags on the bikes, ready to head off for the day to Tolmi. Up the big hill, 525 metres of climbing over 25 kilometres. Heading out the back of the hotel, Delatite Hotel, into the beautiful sunshine of Mansfield. Just going to find the supermarket, get some milk and some cereal, breakfast in a park somewhere, before we head off to Tolmi, which is only 25 kilometres away, but 525 metres of climbing. What's this for a beautiful morning? Just done our shopping in Mansfield to get some more cereal and milk, and now we're heading to a park, hopefully very soon, stop for breakfast before heading up to Tommy. Coming into a park with lunch, nice park, nice sunny. Whoa, bumpy road. Oh, bumpy road. I found a table in the sun.
Hello!
Good morning. How you going? Good morning. There's a happy cyclist. Got a bit of a cycle path heading out of Mansfield. Not sure how long it'll go for, but it's a nice ride to start with. Nice flat ride. We're a third of the way from Mansfield to Tolmi, and it's been pretty flat, easy going. So how much harder could it possibly get? Where's Darion? Somewhere behind me. We're now at 14 kilometres out of, I think, 27 to Tolmi from Mansfield, and we're just starting to have gentle climbs, but only still gentle. I'm a bit worried we got the second half where we got all the climbing, and it's meant to be steep. Well, it is steep. I'm sure we're going to strike it very soon, but this has been a superb ride so far. 20 kilometres into the ride from Mansfield. I've been steadily going up for quite a while, but the gradient's not too bad. It's quite manageable and it's not too steep. I'm sure that's to come, but at the moment I'll just keep plodding along. I'm guessing we're about 7 kilometres to go. Here we are, Tolmi Recreational Reserve. Oh. That's where we'll pitch the tent probably. That's heading up towards shower block, camp kitchen. This is Saturday morning, probably just after 8 o'clock. Just leaving the Tolmi recreational ground. Superb morning. This is where we are. Leaving Tolmi now. Slowly heading out. Saturday morning. Beautiful morning. And this is the recreational ground. Old church. Still operating. Mechanics Institute. And heading up the road on our way to Whitfield. This is the unsealed road out of the Tolmi Recreational Reserve. A little bit of climbing. There's some hills here I'd forgotten all about, but it's pretty scenic route. Lots of nice trees. We've been climbing the first 2 kilometres. I'm sure there's probably not much more, but this is what we're riding through, which is lovely. Beautiful trees. And Darion coming up behind. Coming into Moihu after 60 kilometres, and I reckon we've got one more kilometre to find our warm showers host Darion, which is not far away. Well, enjoy the rest of the weekend.
I shall do.
Sunday morning, we're just leaving Moihu. Just said goodbye to our warm showers host Darion, who was just the nicest guy. We had a really nice afternoon, evening with Darion and his son Felix. Really nice people, and Moihu was a really pleasant surprise. But we've got a soldier on. We're heading to Beechworth, which is about 51 kilometres away. We've got probably this road, this main road, for I think 16 kilometres, then wind on some secondary roads and the rail trails, then the big hill up into Beechworth. But the day's beautiful, it's going to be warm. Heading towards Beechworth, we've come across the cycle trail for a bit, which is always a really good thing. Glad to be off this busy road. This road suddenly got busy. A cyclist. Oh. Hello. The historic Oxley Hall. We just had a stop for lunch at a general store in Oxley. There's not much else there. And we met Robert Eager, spelt as in keen. A little bit older than us, retired, getting back into cycle touring. Had a chat for ages. And it's nice meeting like-minded people who are doing the similar thing. So now we've got about 37 kilometres to go to Beechworth, and we thought we'd better get moving because it's getting warm now. Coming into Everton, there's this free camp or camping area alongside the Ovens River. Looks pretty good. A bit early in the day. That's the bridge heading into Everton. Just a few kilometres from Everton, we've struck the rail trail now to head towards Beechworth, which I'm guessing soon, very soon, probably 5 kilometres or less, we've got the steep climb into Beechworth, and it's a warm day. Old Beechworth rail station. Just coming to Beechworth along, there's a lake here. Hello.
Hey.
We're heading up to a motel for the night. Yeah. Just leaving the Lineker Motel in Beechworth. It's been a fantastic stop here. We stayed 2 nights and it's just been really nice, and the weather's been pretty perfect too. This is the motel I recommend anyone staying in Beechworth. And this is the surrounding garden at the front. And we're heading to Yackandandah. About 6.5 kilometres from Bronte and Paul's place in Yackandandah. The first half of the way from Beechworth was virtually all downhill. Now there's bits and pieces uphill, but it's all trail. It's all, well, mostly sealed trail, some dirt. We're 3.5 kilometres to Yackandandah. We're still going downhill, apart from a couple of short uphills, but only very short. We're just flying downhill. This is superb. Check it out. I'm just rolling. This is a lot of fun. And we're still going. We're 1.5 kilometres from Yackandandah and we're still going downhill. This is so much fun. Just leaving Bronte and Paul's house. I think it's after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which was really, really lovely. But we got to get on the way heading towards Hobart. Down the bumpy road. Popping into Yackandandah just to have a look. Heading out of Yackandandah, heading towards Tallangatta. We've got a short section of bicycle path which will come to an end pretty soon, I think, but we're enjoying it while it lasts. Got a little snaky. I think it's a brown. Tangambalanga. I love saying that because it sounds so good. Heading down the hill to Lake Hume on towards Tallangatta. Oh, High Country Rail Trail. Heading towards Tallangatta with Lake Hume on our left. And this is our bridge. How cool is this? The rail bridge across the water. Those water. This is Lake Hume at Tallangatta, where it's nothing like a lake. It's just a river meandering through the plain. Never seen it like this. We've been here a number of times and it's been a lake. This is not a lake. That's amazing. Where has all the water gone? This was our campsite. We came down last night from the town. Right here.
There goes the two dogs up there.
With an outlook over the lake. Or should I say river? Creek. This was our camp spot last night. Just camped under the cover there. Breakfast here. It is just the best spot along the water at Lake Hume at Tallangatta. Heading back into town to get some food before heading up towards Tumbarumba, which will be 3 days time, so we need to get some supplies.
All right, enjoy.
I will. We can organise something. Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
See ya. Are you tubing at all?
No, we're finally leaving Tallangatta. This is the old rail siding right here. Right there. We're heading off on the rail trail, heading towards old Tallangatta. We were originally going to go as far as Shelley, but speaking to four guys cycling down from Sydney, suggested heading up to the Murray, Grenia, and then Jingellic, and then Tumbarumba. We're going to do that route. Shortly coming into old Tallangatta, which we're keen to see with the lack of water in the lake. and up the hill on the way to Grania. Just reached the top of the pass at Mount Grania, and it's about 6 kilometers, and it looks like all downhill to Grania. Not much there, but it's going to be a good ride down. River to the east, heading downstream. And our campsite tucked in over there. And this is our breakfast spot, our camping spot, which is pretty nice. And this is our early morning sunshine. Leaving our campsite along the Murray River, which was a really good spot. Had a bend in the river. Beautiful spot. We're able to have a bit of a wash in the river, clean some dirty, sweaty clothes. Woke up this morning, cool overnight, sunshine. We're able to dry the clothes we washed yesterday in the sun, pack up a dry tent. Now we've got about 24 kilometers to Jingellic and then head towards Tumbarumba. This is the look at Arthur's Gap, looking down on the Murray River, just out of Jingellic. Welcome to New South Wales. We've done it. Oh, car. The Jingellic Hotel. Just had lunch at the Jingellic Hotel or Bridge Hotel. Tossing up whether to keep going or stop here because there's a great little camp spot on the river. It's just getting busy. It's getting really busy, so it's going to be a lot of people. So we're going to make a start towards Tumbarumba. There is a camp, 37 kilometers. I'm not sure we're going to get there because there's a lot of climbing. But we'll make a start anyway. Found our camp spot for the night. Just got Just got to
Bring
get in.
your bike around.
It's Good Friday morning. We're just leaving our pine forest camp to head down to Tumbarumba, and that's the view we've got in front of us.
But like you said, it's just rusted through.
What? This is tricky. This is tricky. Coming into Tumbarumba, we've hit the Tumbarumba to Rosewood bike trail. About 4 or 5 kilometres to go. Nice to get off the road and onto a rail trail, a nice rail trail. Good morning. Easter Saturday morning, probably about 7:30. Good morning. Just planning to leave the campground, go to the supermarket, get some breakfast, get some milk, have some breakfast in the park, try and dry the tent, and then continue to Batlow. A few more people on the main street first thing in the morning. Finally leaving the park in Tumbarumba, about to head out of town towards Batlow. We've got 550 metres of climbing in about 35 kilometres. Beautiful autumn colours. It's the road out of Batlow. Easter Saturday morning. We'll start heading up the hill. Just reached the top of the climb between Tumbarumba and Batlow after 21 kilometres. I think it's mostly downhill for the next 18, 19. Because it's not open. Local IGA. I hate to think what time it is. It's probably close to 11 o'clock there. We've just been really cruisy because it's not that far into Tumut. And we're chatting with some people from Shell Harbour and Caravan, but we're just leaving Batlow Caravan Park, which is just glorious, and the day is beautiful too. So we've got a couple of hundred meters elevation and then something like 700 downhill. We're looking forward to that. It's always nice to start the day riding on flat. Doesn't always work that way, but it's good to get a bit of elevation out of the road early. Still got autumn colours. Check it out. Stunning. Dry countryside coming from Batlow heading towards Tumut. We've come down a bit of a hill, there's still more to come. That was so much fun. That downhill halfway to Tumut. I don't know what my maximum speed was, but I saw a 67 at one stage. That was a lot of fun. Coming into the main part of town in Tumut. Coming into town, pretty streets, but we haven't got all autumn colours yet. The Royal Hotel Tumut, some pretty buildings here. We come through town, we're just looking for a lunch spot. We found Vila Park, and I think Darion's just looking for a table and chairs. It's a really pretty park, just here. Oriental Hotel in Tumut, that's where we're staying. Monday morning, leaving the hotel, Oriental Hotel Tumut. And we've got to go across the road over there to Woolies, and then we're out of here. We've been to Woolies, we've stocked up for a couple of days, going past our Oriental Hotel. Oriental Hotel, which is a really nice stay. Next time we're in town, we'll stay there again.
500 meters, turn right to Road 6.
Now, we go back to the park, go out of town. This is the bridge we're meant to cross the Tumut River, but I can't see any access at all. That was a bit of a fail. The old bridge across the Tumut River is not accessible, so we're going to go back to town, but we get to ride through Beela Park, which we had lunch in yesterday, and it's a really pretty park along the Tumut River. Check out the autumn leaves.
In 90 meters, turn left.
That was our lunch spot. That was lunch yesterday. Crossing the Tumut River. Healthy looking river. Slowly, 19-kilometre mark out of Tumut. Still climbing, bit of a flat bit, but still climbing. 23 kilometres away from Tumut, heading towards Brindabella. Pine forests of the Brindabella Ranges. They're everywhere. After 42 kilometres from Tumut on sealed roads, we've now got a gravel road for the rest of today, no doubt tomorrow. Oh well. Cockatoos. We just had a shower for a while, and now the sun's come out. Hopefully warm things up a bit, because it's got a bit cool. We're on the lookout for a campsite at the moment. We might keep going a bit further. We're about 24 kilometres from Brindabella. I don't think we'll make that. Oh, kangaroo. Tuesday morning, leaving our wild camp spot on the side of Brindabella Road, about 10.5 kilometres short of Brindabella, which this morning should be an easy ride down, except I've got to find my way out of here. There we go. It's just leaving our wild camp short of Brindabella now. The day is looking promising. I can see a lot of blue sky. Haven't had breakfast yet because it's a bit cold and damp in the bush. So we'll get down to Brindabella, where there's going to be plenty of sunshine. We'll have breakfast, try and dry out the tent a bit before we head up the hill. Looking down to the Digby Valley. There's mist in the valley, And this is our downhill, and it's really steep. Here we are, good to Digby River. Piccadilly Circus, which is the top of the Brindabella Range coming into the ACT, meaning it's all downhill, oh, not all downhill, but mostly downhill. This is the top Piccadilly Circus. We were recommended 2 Sticks Trail, but I don't think so this time because down to Uriara should be mostly downhill. And that's heading up to Mount Franklin. And that's from where we've come. All uphill. Four kilometres from Uriara crossing. We still haven't had lunch yet. So I think Darion is planning for lunch at Uriara crossing, and then I'm also guessing she wants to go into Kaleen tonight. Just had lunch at Uriara crossing after 46 kilometres. We're going to push on another 32 to Kaleen, and that's where we'll camp for the night and the next number of nights in luxury. Crossing the Murrumbidgee at Uriara crossing before we go up the hill. I'm pretty sure it's a long, steep hill. "24 kilometres out of Kaleen, and we've just hit a cycleway, which I love Canberra for, and the first bit of suburbia, which is all pretty new. It may be Whitlam. This is our cycle path. How good is that? Suddenly our bike trail took a turn for the worse. How's that for a sunset coming into Kaleen? Pretty amazing.
And how long till the sun shines again. And how long till this heart